Over the last few weeks on Vancouver Island, located off the west coast of Canada, we have had some unprecedented weather. Incredible snowfall, and now these king tides that have swept in and brought the power of the Pacific Ocean against the east coast of the island. Well, what's up guys? I hope you're doing well today wherever you are, whatever you're up to. Here on Vancouver Island, we have experienced some incredibly wild winter weather over the last few weeks. And my family and I are headed up north to Courtenay today to check out some of the waves up there and for the return of Donuts with Dan, which if you've been around for a while, you know I love donuts as much as I love tacos. But today it's gonna be about donuts, and we're gonna go to a new donut place and sample some of their donuts. Before we do that, we're hanging out in Qualicum, where they've had these king tides roll in over the last few days, and the power of the waves and the water here has been incredible. Okay, I feel like I need to give an extra word about tides because I realize that everybody who's watching this isn't maybe near the ocean, isn't familiar with them. Twice a day normally, the water is pulled, the ocean water, from the bay into the shore. It's affected by the tilt of the earth and by the sun and the moon and all the gravity that's affecting it. And in comes the water to the shore, and then it goes out, it recedes, and then it comes back in. But a king tide is something much more intense, where that gravity is affecting it in such a way that the water is way higher coming into shore than it normally is. And if you combine that with storms and wind, that's when you get a massive king tide impact like we're seeing right now with the power and the intensity that's coming in to the Qualicum Bay and causing these massive waves and all this crazy damage. So I mean, you can see the power of the waves from this king tide just sweeping in and causing havoc. I was talking to somebody who works at the hotel here that's right beside where this all happened, and they said that there's been the same logs on the beach for like as long as they've lived here, and now those logs are gone, swept out. And so it's 20 years, I guess, since this has happened last. In the hotel, they said that the courtyard was filled with water, and the water went all the way through and right up onto the highway. There was seaweed and water in some of the rooms. Plate glass that is along the waterfront by the decks got smashed as the waves pounded. It was actually all the way, the waves were all the way up to the second story of the hotel. That's just mind blowing. Wendy lives down here. Tell me about your experience last time this happened. Like you said, it was about 20 years ago?
About 20 years ago, and the water actually came up and flooded the road, Highway 19A, and there were logs all along this whole stretch here. I actually looked through my photos yesterday to see if I could find them, but I didn't. Anyways, so it's not unheard of. We have some storms, you know, every 3 or 4 years. The king tides and the winds match up, and we get a lot of debris and excitement. But the last time it was like this, in my memory, was about 20 years ago.
What kind do you have, Charlie?
Chocolate sprinkle one.
Okay, I've got a traditional sour cream and old-fashioned sour cream. And Charlie, what did you get?
Honey banana.
Honey banana, which is kind of a specialty one. Okay, so we experienced Bigfoot Donuts in Courtenay. I've got to say right off the bat that this place makes incredible donuts, and I love the creativity and the variety. I love the fact that each and every month they mix up their menu. If you go in on 1 month, you're gonna have different offerings the next month, which is fantastic because it lets you go back time and time again and not just have the same few offerings, but there's a variety of them. Usually I think there's about 3 areas that I review. The first is the taste, and on one hand you've got the Krispy Kreme kind of donut, which is light and fluffy. On the other hand, you've got something that's a little more dense, a little more cakey tasting, and I think that this place landed right in the middle of those two. It was a lighter donut, but it wasn't, you know, it still had some substance to it, a little bit of cakiness, a little, you know what I'm saying? It was just a good tasting donut. The toppings were great. I love the fact that each and every month they mix up their menu. Charlene had the specialty one. It was the honey banana, and it was the taste of the banana cream, especially in the center, that big dollop of cream in the center. Was fantastic. The third area is around just the environment, the ambiance, the vibe of the place. It's just super chill, it's friendly, and I can see just going in there and hanging out with a coffee and a donut and maybe having a little bit of some of the lunch offerings they have there. Great staff. Yeah, it was a good experience. Anyway, so that was Bigfoot Donuts. If you get a chance to go to Courtenay, definitely take it in. It will be worth your time. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this first adventure, this first vlog of 2022. There's so much more coming this year. More places to go, more places to explore. Releasing a new television show called Vancouver Island Explored, where I'm hosting you guys, taking you to crazy places all over this place that I call home. It's coming this spring, so if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you do that so you do not miss an episode that is coming. But now it's your turn to get off the couch, to get outside, to enjoy creation. We've done a whirlwind of touring today, from Qualicum Beach at the waterfront to Courtenay and Bigfoot Donuts, and now here at Goose Spit in Comox. I love taking you guys along on the adventures, but I want to hear from you as well where you've been. Comment below, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.